All right, this is part 2. I don't really have a lot to say. This video really isn't for me to speak. So I'm gonna let the Bahamians speak.
Tell me. Every house right now in Abaco, if there's not one house in Mashaba that is standing, there's not one absolute building that is standing. All the churches are gone. All the gas stations are gone. All the food stores are gone. All the schools are gone. All the homes are gone. Not literally just saying it to say it. Everything is absolutely gone. There is no life in Abaco, period. The whole island got washed away. Places where you know that was standing, you can't even tell whether that this place was standing here, what used to exist on this piece of block. Nothing is there anymore. When you walk the town, all the bushes are brown. Bodies, they have people there trying to find bodies, but so many buildings collapsed on top of people. The odor, the scent, everywhere is polluted. Dead bodies everywhere, dead animals, gas.
Michelle, you see this water here? The water over there darker than that.
Gas, whatever you could think about is polluting the water. People looping, people breaking into the food stores, what is left of the food stores, trying to find food, canned items. They taking these things out, contaminated water. I know because the people I was living with was doing it. Bringing the food, and the children, them getting sick. They need to try evacuate every single living thing off that island. They don't need nobody there. I don't care what they talking about. Clean up, they need to do that themselves. They need to take all the children, all the people off the island, everybody. That place is not nowhere for no one to be at the moment. Absolutely destroyed. Absolutely destroyed, Aunt Michelle. When you walking through town, just to see, I can't. I've been there for 3 years, and Abaco just seeing what it was.
Savannah, you make it. You home.
Just seeing what it was.
And I pray
Michelle, we had to move through the storm. The storm moving, things getting whooped up. We had to go and day on car, crate, people houses in the middle of the road. They don't have to come out the car, move crate to get us to where we was. I could feel the car shaking, getting ready to lift up me and IJ and Liam in the car, screaming, hollering for him to get back in the car so the car wouldn't fucking go flying away with us. When we reached by my friend, her mommy bathroom, only thing happened to her mommy 2-story, her bathroom roof upstairs fell in and the kitchen in the back. But when the tail part of the storm came, that surge came into our house up to the 2nd story. We had to take all the children and put them upstairs. I sit on the stairs and just pray the whole time that water didn't cover our house, because people's 2-story house was covered in water. Where the hell I was gonna put my children? No life vest, nothing. And they had babies in the house younger than him.
Were they scared? Like did they know?
They cried the whole time. All the children were scared. Everybody knew what was going on. As young as they were, they know it was something drastic happening.
Or you could hear ripping going on outside.
And Michelle, this was enough. But I need to sit down in front of the news and see what took place in Abaco, because that couldn't just been a hurricane.
There have been multiple tornadoes.
It wasn't just a hurricane. There have been tornadoes. The way people's homes are destroyed, and me living in this Bahamas, I done been through a Category 5 hurricane right there in South Beach by Jam. I have never seen nothing like that. That was not only a hurricane. When I went back home to where we were staying, I couldn't believe it. If we had stayed in there.
It's a good thing you're on there.
I packed one little bag.
Where's Prisca?
She stayed by her mommy.
Okay.
They don't want to leave the island.
They have to leave.
And the island is polluted. Her niece already in there with a high fever.
She have to
Every day they going out in town, bringing back these things or the contaminated water where you could smell them. I passed 3 dead bodies the first day, but I decided to, after the water died down, because water was through the town up to your chest. I say, I'm not getting sick. I tired of it. My skin started to break out and all. I say, I can wait till the water died down. You walk in, you could see the dead bodies. Bodies everywhere. Everywhere you ride, you could smell it. They have a whole, what they call it? The truck with the bed on the back. They have some people, flatbed. They have some people dressed in white with the mask. Like 20 of them just riding around looking for dead bodies right now as we speak.
That's only the set in the open.
And that's only the set in the open. Because every single house I pass from where I live, every house I pass is
collapsed.
Or you don't even know that there was a house there. The whole house is gone, break down. Like, Aunt Michelle, this shit is like shit you see happen in Haiti.
In the movies?
This,
Everyone I know says
That's like a nightmare. I never ever thought I would have ever expected. I just thank God I'm alive.
And
My friend Ajane, I don't even know if she's alive. She might be dead. She
of the misinformation that has been sent out to the Bahamian people of persons who had no idea of the hell that we went through in Abaco. I lost my home, but came out with only the clothes on my back, as many Abaconians have. And the truth of the matter is that there is no gas stations in Mashaba, there is no port, there is no power, and the power grid. And I've worked to BPL for over 25 years. The power grid and the distribution system in Mashaba has totally been destroyed. And so the hopes of restoring power anytime soon there is impossible. There is no food stores. There is no hardware stores. There are no banks. The only thing that we did to survive over the last several days was scavenge through food stores, trying to pick up tuna fish cans or corned beef cans or water and whatnot. And there is no help. I am very frustrated and upset at the government because we received no help. Thank God for the Americans that came in through Treasure Key, bringing plane loads of stuff after stuff. Now I've been made to understand that our government has stopped the planes from coming in, and only God knows how those persons are going to get any kind of help or supplies. You could not even get on Bahamas Air. We paid $75. My son, my wife, and my youngest boy, my son, my wife, and myself, $75 per person, or Bahamas Air was not allowing you to get on the plane. Thank God for Western Air that came to deliver some stuff, and they decided that they were going to carry as much people as they can, and they did it for free. They did it for free. And our government had Bahamas Air charge us $75 to get over here in the Bahamas. My God, something is definitely wrong with that. Most of the churches are destroyed. Treasure Key is destroyed, and there are people who are in Abaco that may not have been affected as badly as we have been in Central Abaco, and the people in South Abaco has not been affected as badly as we've been. That they don't have any idea how terrible it is. The stench of dead body is unbelievable. There will be an outbreak of epidemic at some point. There is all kind of problems with keeping law and order in there. There are hardly any church left. Thank God our church was one of the few that is still standing. But it is unbelievable to me that lies would be said. And I am not political. I don't play the political game. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm a Bahamian. And if it's one thing that we should be all about is looking after Bahamians. And I'm frustrated and extremely angry about what is going on. If anybody have family members in Abaco, I'm telling you now, get them out by whatever means necessary. I'm glad that most of our persons are out of Abaco from our church, and I'm hoping that the rest can come out shortly. We have to regroup, and we have to get back in there to carry as much things that we can, water, food, supplies, whatever else we need. The bridge, the Abaco connecting Little Abaco to mainland has been destroyed. Even they've been having some difficulties getting from Cooperstown into Treasure Key area. My wife and I had to stay in a car for several hours while we watched our house tumble down in the front of us, and we had to dash to another house and spend 7 to 8 hours to 220 plus miles per hour with our winds, just holding and praying on for dear life. And we spent the night in the car. Thank God for one of our neighbors who came over and took us in and gave us a dry place. The only thing we left Abaco with was the clothes on our bodies and our passports. And thank God we had our passports, because if we didn't have the passports and if we didn't have the $75 per person to pay to get off the island, we would have still been on the island today.
I don't know. And those of you that are sending money to these agencies, like you need to know where you're sending money, because some of these monies ain't reaching the people that need to be reached. At this point, people need to get off of Abaco. That's what they need. They don't all this other stuff that y'all doing, they need to get off of Abaco. There's nothing there. There's no shelter. There's no roof over people's head. There's no place for them to sleep. They need to get off the island. All this other stuff that you're doing, it doesn't make any sense. People need to get off the island. There are dead bodies. The stench of death is everywhere. And if we don't watch out, there's going to be a disease that break out on the island. Just now I called one of my members, Bahamas, say I have one more flight. What time is it? 12 o'clock? They have one more flight today, one more? That means that little children got to sleep on the airport again? Why the hell you don't send a 737 that can hold up to 200 people? Why? Why? Shut down the whole thing. Let the people out of the island. Let people recalculate their lives. See if they can come to some state of normalcy somewhere else. If they want to go back, let them go back. But there's no normalcy in Abaco. There is no normalcy, man. While you laying in your bed in Nassau or Eleuthera or laying in your bed in Andres, these people are outside.
The resources arriving are completely insufficient. And it's leading to mounting frustration. We met an utterly exhausted Javed Evans, who was begging to be airlifted out. Having narrowly survived the storm, she says she can't take any more.
I have no idea where I could take my 2 kids. There's nowhere to go. We lost everything. We lost everything. We gave up every food we had because they told us we was going to get on this flight. I'm supposed to feed them. What am I to give them? Where's the humanity in that? Where's the care in that? I'm a Bahamian citizen, my children are Bahamian citizens. No guidance. What are we supposed to do? Sit here and die?
Let's deal with those persons who are on the fringe of death.
Many here feel abandoned by their own government.
We are being treated wrong in our country.
Exhaustion is now setting in. These are survivors of a storm that arrived nearly a full week ago, and if anything, conditions are deteriorating. The patience of the poorest and most vulnerable people here on this island is being tested to breaking point.
I want to secure the women and children first.
Overnight, the airport was finally being used as a shelter. Those seeking evacuation to other islands being allowed inside.
Customs and Immigration, International, gone. As you can see, US departures over there, gone. Airport, gone.